welcome back to the Tarot Cottage. My name is Amy. I'm back again today with a pick a card reading for you. And if you're one of my beautiful returning subscribers, I just want to say thank you for coming back. Thank you for your friendship. Thank you for being here on this journey with me and for being so kind to me in the comment section. Thank you for all of you who have reached out for private readings. I love you so much. Thank you guys so much for coming along with me on this journey. So if you have found yourself here for the very first time, I do pick a card readings on this channel. We would love to have you join us. Please pull up a chair, grab yourself a cup of tea and some snacks, and we'll have a little chat because we're all friends when we gather here. So today's pick a card reading is a love message from your person. It's sort of a check-in. We're asking them, what do they wish they could say to you? So what do they wish they could say? What's inside their heart that really wants to be expressed? I have 3 piles to choose from today. Pile number 1 here with the beautiful pink carnation. Or the black obsidian wand. Pile number 2 with the rose quartz wand and the daisy. I don't know if you guys can see the beautiful daisy here. Pile number 3 with this greenish wand. I'm not sure what this is. If you know what it is, please leave me a comment in the comment section. And this really burgundy, beautiful carnation. This is part of my Mother's Day flower bouquet that my husband gave me, so I'm putting it to good use, tearing it apart apparently, so don't tell him. So I have 3 piles to choose from today. Whichever pile you are drawn to, there may be a message waiting for you today from the person on your mind. My timestamps are below. Again, today's message is about what do they wish they could say to you. I'm going to jump right into pile number 1 today. Hello everybody. In pile number 1, you are drawn to this beautiful pinkish carnation, or perhaps to the black obsidian wand. And this is your reading. A love message from the person on your mind. What do they wish they could say to you? What do they wish to express to you from their heart? I'm using the erotic fantasy tarot for you today. It has it's a little saucy, so viewer beware. What do they wish they could say today? Love message from your person. What do they wish they could say to you? The first card out of the deck is the High Priestess. So these are deep, deep feelings that this person has been pushing down, that are not really, they're not revealing it to a lot of people, maybe not even admitting it out loud to themselves. And I do feel like for some of you, this could be something, perhaps a no contact situation that has lasted a very long time. I do have the Knight of Pentacles at the back of the deck. It does show that they have been focused perhaps on their responsibilities, their priorities, but they wish that they could express how they're feeling inside and all of the things that they hold deep down. We have the 2 of Swords. We also have the 8 of Wands coming out with the 7 of Pentacles. They really wish that they could reveal how they truly feel, and they feel like they've had to wait a really long time to be able to do that. There is a restlessness that is also growing inside of them as well that they wish that they could express to you. With that 8 of Wands, they really want to talk with you if you're not in contact at all. They have an acknowledgement. I feel like they weren't seeing things clearly in the past. And there's also an acknowledgement that they wish they had spoken up sooner before now, that they have a lot of regrets about holding things so strictly inside in the past as well. And they've had nothing to do but time to sort of allow that to fester inside. The 6 of Wands. They want to tell you that they're unable to share how they feel with other people, so they do feel like they need to put on a show. They also really want to be victorious with you. We have the King of Cups. They would like to be able to push through any obstacles between you, and they would like to be able to express how they feel. And the truth is, they wish they could tell you how much love they do have for you. This is the King of Cups. This is very strong water energy. Your person could be a Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. They don't have to be, but they are expressing a very huge amount of love for you, and they get kind of overcome with that love. I feel like waves of emotion hit them quite a bit when it comes to you. And they feel like they're patiently waiting for that closure. We have the World at the back of the deck. They wish they could tell you that they are holding on to hope until they find that success, because they do believe that that love will never go anywhere. No matter how much they try to ignore it, perhaps, and no matter how much they try to push it away, they can't seem to ignore that feeling. What do they wish they could say, please? The Hanged Man. They wish they could tell you that they're really sorry that they didn't express this sooner. They realize now that they had the power to step down and they didn't take that opportunity. And they thought they had more time too. They thought they had more time. They didn't think it would end the way that it did, or as abruptly as it did. I'm just looking at this. Is it called a scythe? Is that how you pronounce it? I feel like it could have been an abrupt, quick end for some of you. Of the Five of Pentacles. Pentacles are very earthbound energy, and it often talks about feeling a financial hardship. But in this case, we're talking about emotions. What does this person wish they could say? They are left outside of your experience now, and they envy people who get to interact with you on a daily basis. They feel an emotional separation, an emotional destitution. It's like an emotional deficit. And they also wish that they want to know if they've run out of time, if it's too late. They think that you might have very cold feelings towards them too. I'm just looking at this figure of stone. It's very unwielding. Two of Cups. Beautiful Two of Cups. But you can see this depiction of the Two of Cups. She's sitting there alone. Oftentimes it is a depiction of two people. They feel like they are missing their divine counterpart here. We do have the King of Cups, which is a soulmate card for me as well. And we have the Emperor here at the back of the deck. They think that they are your soulmate. They wish that they could tell you that, and they wish that they could be with you. There's also, though, a sense of self-preservation when we just saw that. Oops, I lost one. That self-preservation that we saw in the Emperor on the back of the deck, because this person is fearful of going out on a limb. We have the Magician. Back of deck is the Page of Swords. They wish that they could tell you that they do keep an eye on social media if you have it. They try to keep track of you or keep tabs on you in any way that they are able to. And it could happen on a consistent basis, or it could happen because I'm dealing with collective energy. Sometimes they flit in and out, I feel. They try to distract themselves with responsibilities, priorities, and then they flip back in and out to check in on you to see what you're up to, what you're doing. For some of you, this could have been someone that you actually went to school with. We have here the Sun on the back of the deck as well. Leo energy. This also reminds me a lot of the Lovers. The attraction here is very, very strong. They wish that they could tell you that they want to be able to see you in your wholeness as well. I don't feel like they had an opportunity to in the past. They want to bear themselves to you and have you bear yourself to them in ways that you never got the opportunity to in the past. And they wish that they could tell you that they saw a future with you. They can see forever in your eyes. And I know that sounds so cliche, and that was what I was thinking when it came to my brain. I don't want to say something so cliche, Spirit, but that's what they see. They wish that they could be more vulnerable and bear themselves to you, because they know intrinsically this person feels almost elevated spiritually, even if they're not aware of it. Because intrinsically they know that bearing it all, being vulnerable, will lead to joy and lead to a foundation that is strong and robust. What do they wish they could say, please, Spirit? Please stay optimistic. Positive thinking will bring you romance. They don't want to give up that hope. And as I said earlier, they feel like they could conjure you up. They feel like there is still an opportunity here for transformation. They're trying to maintain objectivity. We have keep an open mind as well. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations, and I feel like that's why maybe some of you overlooked them in the past, or vice versa. I feel like you guys didn't expect this to be a soulmate connection. And then it wasn't until the separation where that realization came in, where the profound loss was felt. We have deception. Someone is wearing a false mask in this relationship. They really wish they could tell you that they're ready to take those masks off. What do they wish that they could say? Perfection. That you are perfection. That's how they see you. A lot of times this card really means the opposite. It means that somebody's trying too hard to be perfect for someone. But in this case, this person wishes that they could tell you that whatever flaws you are perceiving about yourself, they don't see it. They don't see it. They look so much past those flaws and they see you. You have faith. They seem to have a very optimistic attitude, at least today, about the projection or the trajectory of this connection, because they seem to have this propensity that they can manifest more, manifest abundance with you in the future. And with this Page of Swords, it's like they're educating themselves with your situation, what's going on in your life, to sort of clarify whether or not they're able to come in right now, because we do have that Two of Swords. We have the bittersweet on the back of the deck, because that's what happens when realizations hit us, those tower epiphanies. Sometimes that tower can be about an epiphany, and I know we didn't get the tower here, but it's in my mind right now because it's like, boom, it hit them. It's like I didn't recognize I was losing an opportunity, and then boom, it hit them. Let's get some message cards from this person. Where is it? There it is. We'll start here with the Cottage Divine Masculine Oracle. What do they wish that they could say to you? I wish that I had tried harder in the past. And we see that. They wish that they had actually expressed themselves. They had that Hanged Man energy is a surrender to the situation back then, but they had more power to wield than they like to give themselves credit for. And they wish that they had done something, anything. It's always been you. Something is holding me back. Fear of rejection. Worry as well about the length of time, because I do feel some of you have a very significant amount of time here invested in separation. I worry this is all in my head and that you don't feel the intensity that I feel. There's definitely this feeling of one person being more attracted than the other person. You drive me crazy. And I feel like it's in the best possible way. Please don't give up on us, because this person has not given up on you. Separation is very, very difficult. And we see that with the emotional destitution here with the Five of Pentacles. Again, that's not about a tangible, I'm missing out on money opportunities. This is the idea of being separated from something that I physically need to survive. It's like I hear that song by Jordan Sparks, you know, How Do I Breathe with No Air? We have the thought of you with someone else drives me crazy. This person has a lot of jealous, like they've claimed you inside. I still feel jealous over you is at the back of that deck. Where is it? There it is. What do they wish that they could say, Spirit? What do they wish that they could say right this moment? I don't want to hide this connection anymore. I don't want to pretend like I don't feel the way that I feel. I don't want to walk around and act like everything's fine, like that Six of Wands. That Six of Wands does show a certain amount of determination that this person feels if given the opportunity to reconnect with you. I've been more focused on money because I am trying to build for myself. So perhaps they do experience some sort of financial hardship at this time as well, which helps them stay distracted from this connection. You really are the best thing that has ever happened to me. Beautiful thoughts of joy fill them when they think about you. You are the sun. See how this divine masculine is looking at that divine feminine, and it's all about energy. It has nothing to do with gender, but he's staring at the sun. The sun is facing him. Like, you are the sun. I've looked into tarot readings. They say, backup deck says, I have been manifesting this connection, and they are doing everything they can to stay positive, to stay focused. Let's get a couple more cards here. They wish they could say, please. I will never stop hoping for us. It will never, ever happen. But I am hung up right now with responsibilities. Again, building up their coin. I feel addicted to you and this connection. 2 more here. I'm keeping an eye on you, and it's a secret. They're not letting you know that they're keeping those tabs. It says, smile though your heart is breaking. So this person is really able to maintain a front to friends, to family, whatever the situation may be, that everything's fine. I don't think they share their thoughts about you with other people. It took some time, but I do see clearly now. It says, I'm sorry, I'm done. I don't feel that's the case, though, because they're saying I'm playing the waiting game, though. I feel like this sorry I'm done came in the past. It's like somebody got fed up with waiting for this person to act and had to walk away. Because you have to, you know, stagnancy isn't good for any situation or anyone. I've been meaning to tell you something. And the thing that they've been meaning to tell you is their feelings in general. I just lost one. You are the only thing that I lie about. This person seems like they have a lot of good, it's like they're a good egg, you know? It's like they are a good egg and they try to do what's best. It says, I can't keep doing this though, I'm tired. I'm tired of the disconnect. It's exhausting for them to maintain objectivity as well. Let's get a charm bowl for you, group number 1. A charm bowl, please, for group 1. A love message from their person in the bowl. What do they wish they could express right this moment? In the bowl today, we have the Empress, the Fool, and the King of Wands. So the desire is there. The high opinion of you is there. They have fear of leaping, but they also have the desire to leap as well. Very abundant spread in the bowl. They definitely put you on a pedestal that is higher than themselves. But they also want you to see how they have grown, because I feel like, again, there's been a time frame here that's been pretty long or substantial anyway. And they want you to see them in a new light. They specifically want you to see them as a sexual option. So I just want to put that out there. And they do feel enthusiastic about leaping. They feel like they wouldn't allow the same situation to happen in the past where, you know, fate or time was nipping at their heels and they just let it pass them by. They feel like they would actually leap this time. Let's pull out the charm bowl here. That's a little pinch in the bowl. Whoops. Okay, so in the bowl today we have A and F. We have D. We have H, we have O, and L. We have the word special, because that's what you are. We have a lot of letters today in the bowl, my goodness. We have the Om symbol. We also have Virgo in the bowl as well. We have I. We have the guitar charm. Somebody could have been musically inclined. We have the forget-me-not, and we have the sword of clarity here, the sword of justice. It has a little cat on it. I always think of Leo when I see the cat. I think about the clarity that this person has had throughout the disconnect. I also have the Om symbol here. So somebody could be into meditation, or perhaps they spend time in prayer about you. All right, group number 1, that's what I have for you today. What does the person on your mind wish that they could say to you? If this resonates, I would love to hear about it in the comment section. And if you're a subscriber, please subscribe to this channel if you don't subscribe already, and leave me a comment. Make sure you hit the notification bell, because if you leave me a comment, you may be chosen to receive a free private reading from me. So be sure to comment, subscribe to the channel, and be sure to hit your notification bell, because that's how I'm going to notify you if you're the winner. But you can check out my other links below for Etsy, for Instagram. You can also check out the links for where I got some of my beautiful crystals. But I really do hope that you come back here and visit me on another day at the Tarot Cottage, and I hope you have a really great day today. Hello everybody, in group number 2, you were drawn to this beautiful daisy. I'm going to plop that beautiful daisy right there. Daisies have a very special place in my heart. My best friend lost her daughter, whose name was Daisy, a few years ago. So I always get a little emotional when I'm dealing with the daisy flower. But this is your reading today. For the person on your mind, a love message from them. What do they wish that they could say to you today? Group number 2. Always remember that I'm dealing with collective energy. So if the messages that come out do not feel right or they don't resonate with you, you can try a different pile or a different reading. What does the person wish that they could say to you? Pile 2. What do they wish that they could say? Ooh, we just saw the Magician. They want to speak to you if you're not in contact. What do they wish that they could say? Oh, yes, they want. Oh, you know, we have the 10 of Cups coming out, and we have the 9 of Cups showing himself here. So there is this acknowledgement about how much abundance you can bring to this person, or how much emotional happiness thoughts of you bring them, and how they wish that they could take a chance, or they want to take a chance with that 9 of Cups. But we'll see what the rest of the message says. What do they wish that they could say right this moment? 10 of or 5 of Wands. What do they wish that they could say? 7 of Wands, and coming out with the Moon, which is, thank you, Spirit, for doing that. What do they wish that they could say? They feel really jealous when it comes to you. And their jealousy is spurred from insecurity. Could even be spurred from insecurity that kind of started at home when they were young. We have the Tower as well with the Devil. That's some really strong energies. Like we went on a pretty strong trajectory from really, really abundant to, you know, devastation, addiction, obsession, things breaking down. And that's really what this person's biggest fear. They really wish they could tell you that when they focus on this connection, they're filled with almost a dread. And I don't often use a word like dread when it comes to the Moon, but when I'm seeing this energy of fear, this energy of chaos, they really have to overcome that. And it is an emotional immaturity inside of them. And I'm not saying that in a negative way, because we all have to mature emotionally, and we're always on a trajectory of ascension in that way. We'll never reach the top of you know, complete mature abundance, but we're always on this path towards ascension. And this person is no different, but they really have to overcome those feelings inside, because this feeling of jealousy that they feel inside of themselves when it comes to you, they really want to, it's like they really want to get to you, but something is really, really stopping them. They really wish that they could tell you that they're struggling right now. And they could even be struggling, for some of you here, with the Devil energy. The Devil's a physical addiction. So anything that could physically they could physically be dealing with on a physical level. So any type of addiction that we need to let go of. But here, they're dealing with regret. They're dealing with, again, pain. I feel like they're dealing with pain from the past, and they really wish that they could tell you that they are having a hard time letting go of that pain. And it's the fear as well, a fear of being emotionally vulnerable with you. They wish that they could overcome this fear to recognize here with the 2 of Cups that they think you're their soulmate energy. They think that they already missed out on it. And that it's like their emotional abundance that this 10 of Cups provides. It's like they let it slip through their fingers because they weren't emotionally ready for it, or they were too mature to recognize it. And now they're struggling with that insecurity, and they can't seem to let go of the past. They're worried about revealing themselves because they're worried about their heart being broken. They're worried about destruction. They're worried about, you know, this Tower is the rug being pulled out from underneath me, all of my hope being destroyed. They wish that they could tell you that they're so scared. They feel so scared. And they could be struggling with some really, again, some really strong negative attachments in their life currently as well. And these attachments, like I said, can be physical attachments, they can be people, they can be situations, they can be jobs, they can be family. Clarify the Ten of Cups, please. They wish that they could tell you that they understand now, that they were maybe too ill-equipped in the past to understand it, but they understand now that you are this soulmate energy, that a connection with you leads to this abundance. They wish that they could reach out to you as well. I feel like many of you are in complete no contact, and they wish that they could reach out to you. They are also very focused on their responsibilities right now. I did see the Eight of Pentacles. It's like they spend all of their time working to distract themselves from the inner turmoil that they may be suffering from. And I'm not sure if, I almost get a feeling like some of you watching would understand if I said that they have depression or anxiety that shows its face in an extreme way, though. It's not just every day. It's an extreme form of it. It's like some sort of recurring situation that they have to deal with. What do they wish that they could say? Oh, the Temperance. They wish they could ask you to be patient with them, to not give up hope, that they'll be able to push through the issues that they're having, any obstacles that they see in this connection. And as obstacles are, runs the gamut of what that obstacle can be. And because this is, collective energy, it's hard to narrow down that exact thing. It's insecurity for sure. It's fear. It's my feelings being submerged. They are fearful of a breakdown. That can be a physical breakdown as well. We have soulmate energy though, Six of Cups back of deck, but they really wish that they really want to say to you that they want to be together as well. They want to come together. This is that's the alchemist. They're mixing together. But they're also acknowledging that it may take them some time to come back towards you. They really wish that they could say that they hold you in such a special place in their heart and that place is not going anywhere. I almost feel like I could cry. But I feel like very emotional in my chest. And I'm holding on to my chest as I talk. It's like I feel like I need to hold my heart in or it's going to float out. Because when they think about you, it's rose-colored glasses. They don't see anything negative in you. And they want to return. We have the Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups is a card about walking away from things that are not serving us anymore, walking away from our insecurities. You can see he's walking away from that moon. Walking away from things that are not fulfilling us as well, not fulfilling us emotionally. It comes right before that Nine of Cups, which is our dreams, our wishes. And when we recognize that we're not getting it in the present, we have to make waves or make moves towards that nine. So we have to walk away from what isn't fulfilling us. And this person could be walking away from a family situation. And again, walking away from their insecurities, but it's taking them time to walk away from their struggles, from their obstacles. They wish that they could ask for that patience. We have this Eight of Pentacles again, back of deck. They're working on it, is what they're saying too. They wish that they could tell you and keep you up to date on what's happening in their life and the strides that they're making. We have the Two of Wands because they're making plans. But the plans that they're making could have some negative effect or could have a very strong effect on their situation. The plans that they're making is going to change everything for them. And there's no going back after those plans are executed. So they are fearful. They are fearful and they are taking their time because of this insecurity. Four of Pentacles is an insecurity about my finances or my home or something that I've built up for myself. I don't want to risk. But when we're talking about emotions, they're saying, I wish I could tell you how fearful I am of being hurt here. How fearful I am of being vulnerable and having that blow up in my face because perhaps they've experienced this type of energy, this tower, in the past as well. The Judgment card underneath is an opportunity for a fresh start. They wish that they could tell you that they are hoping for a new beginning. that they're trying to overcome all of the obstacles that they are experiencing right now. Express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. There's a sense of patience, but there's also a sense of them coming. And I feel like they are, and I do feel like it's going to be slow, because I feel like there's a lot of obstacles for them to overcome, but I feel like they really want to say to you, I'm coming. And that I know what will lead to this happiness for me, and I'm coming. Worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. We have separation, though. Time apart from your partner is on the horizon. I feel like it's been on the horizon for a long time. Again, that sense of patience, I feel like it could be on the horizon in the future, at least the near future as well. I just saw the acceptance card. What do they wish that they could say, please, Spirit? The wisdom that they've grown, that they've learned, that they are learning. And in that wisdom, it's going to bring them more and more peace, more and more self-assurance to be able to execute their plans. But they sort of feel a little bit like a tumbleweed right now. Despondence. Someone in this connection wants movement now. Someone's really frustrated that there's no movement now, and yet, and I feel like it's your person, well, both of you, but I also feel like it's your person being frustrated, but also recognizing that they're at the helm of the movement. So they're frustrated with themselves. They're frustrated with the situation. They're frustrated with themselves. We have completion at the back of the deck. And if this person here at the grave can just look up and look around herself, she would see that the beautiful sunshine is actually waiting. Again, an acknowledgement that, you know, perhaps how this person views the situation isn't exactly as dire as they may assume it is when it comes to you, or how you would receive them. Perhaps they're worried about you blowing up in this case. I wish they could say. In between worlds. They feel like they're stuck in a state of limbo right now. And time for a nap. And they feel like they're just sort of, they're dreaming the world into being. I feel like they're in a planning phase, trying to decide how to execute their escape from whatever is holding them, these obstacles, how to formulate that plan of action towards you, how to, with that world in the hand, how to bring closure or happiness, celebration, how to bring my plans into fruition here. They feel like they need help. We have a leg up on the back of the deck too. And that's a 3 and a 4. That's a 7 as well. We have that 7 of Wands. It's like this sense of needing help on your end, perhaps, or feeling like they're stuck and they do need help. But I feel like they want more action on your end. Of course, Spirit will not force that upon you, but they're hoping that you'll be the one that will do the work. As I guess we all feel that way. Sometimes we want the other person to be the one to execute. It's always been you. You drive me crazy. What do they wish they could say to you, please? They get really jealous when it comes to you. I'm forever yours. I just keep seeing that 5 of Wands. That's part of that's what fuels some of that insecurity, is that jealousy. I'm sick of no contact. I just saw you are my soulmate. It's like they don't want to say that out loud, though. I replay everything that happened in my mind. And I want to know, do you miss us the way that I miss us? Oops. I'm losing hope. But I do dream of a second chance with you. And like I said, I feel like this person could currently be struggling with, there's you are my soulmate, back up deck. They could currently be struggling with some sort of depression or anxiety, severe anxiety. That could add to this feeling of listlessness, but it's a perspective issue. It's not reality. It's not the truth, not the essence of a thing. What do they wish they could say, please, Spirit? I miss being intimate with you. And I'm done running from this connection. They are making plans in the future, but their plans are going to cause this Tower moment in their life. Whatever that looks like. It can look like an epiphany. It can look like something breaking down. I do want us to be in a relationship. Whew. Don't think because we don't talk, I don't want to, because I do. And I reminisce a lot about the times I spent with you. Back of the deck says, I have also been dreaming about you. You are on their mind all of the time. Let's get a couple more messages here. What do they wish they could say, Spirit, right this moment? This just doesn't feel right. Being in separation doesn't feel right. Whatever their current situation is the risk worth the reward? The risk of that Tower moment, the risk of something crumbling in order for a new foundation to be built. Is it worth it? You are a secret I keep. Says I'm not going to make it. I'm trying to decide what to do. And this stresses me out. What do they wish they could say, please? I know we are going to start over. Some assured, self-assured that they are not showing in the cards. They're talking a big game. I stay away because, not because I want to. I stay away, but not because I want to. I'm looking for clarity, and I want to take a risk with you. Back of the deck says, I'm keeping an eye on you, and it's a secret. So watching your social media potentially as well, group 2. But let's end on a charm bowl. If you're new to this channel, I do end every reading with a charm bowl with some tiny tarot and some of these charms that I have collected over the years. So let's get a charm bowl for you. Oops. What do they wish they could say? They're stuck. They're feeling stuck. It is a prison of their own making. They're not seeing clearly that they can escape their current situation. They kind of get waves of emotion. There's more feelings of being stuck with that Devil reversed. They do fantasize a lot about you in the physical sexual realm. I will say that with that Devil reversed as well. They are also a little bit confused about how you feel about the situation or about them. They're not 100% confident that you feel the same way. They have a certain amount of addiction towards you or obsession when it comes to you as well. Okay, we have secret. We have the letter C and C, so CC. We have Z, somebody's dreaming about you, or it could be an initial as well. We have I love you with the infinity symbol. We have a teddy bear. You may have known this person for a really long time since you were children. Or there could be children now in your situation, not between the two of you, or perhaps. It says time and secret. We have the Wheel of Fortune, fate, destiny, sudden turns of events, the desire for such. We do have the fish bones in the bowl, though, which talks about letting go of things that are not serving us anymore, letting go so we can form a new plan of action. It could also be that somebody is struggling with a death as well. So take that as it resonates with that fishbone that's black. I often think about somebody whose anxiety or depression could be caused from a death in the past. We have the rolling pin. The rolling pin is food service for me, or domestic life, perhaps. We have a wing, looking at things from a high perspective. And we have a saw. So the saw talks about removing something slowly, perhaps painfully, removing myself from a situation, and it's a painful, slow process. This entrapment that they're in could be one of their own making, as far as a mental entrapment, just keeping themselves in a place of fear as well. All right, group 2, that's what I have for you. I hope that it resonated with your situation. If it did, I would love to hear about it in the comments section. I would love for you to subscribe to my channel and join our beautiful family here that we're growing. And if you are a subscriber and you leave me a comment below, be sure to hit your notification bell, because that's my way of notifying you if you were chosen for the free reading giveaway at the end of the month. But I hope that you check out my other links, and I hope that you come back here and visit me on another day at the Tarot Cottage. Have a great day. Hello everybody, in group number 3, you were drawn to this beautiful burgundy carnation. I don't even know where to put it. I'll plop it right in there. And this is your reading. Oh, and you were also drawn to this green stone. I'm not sure what it is. If you know what it is, please let me know in the comment section below. All right, so this is a love message from your person. What do they wish that they could say to you right this moment? What are they dying to say to you? Oops. Taurus energy. Let's see what this one is. The Empress and the Emperor at the back of the deck. So we could be dealing with divine masculine and divine feminine energy here today. I think that that's a beautiful place to start. What do they wish that they could say to you? First of all, they're claiming you as their counterpart here. We have the Six of Swords reversed. We have the Nine of Cups. I want to be able to show you guys this beautiful deck. This is the Six of Swords. This is Paulina Cassidy Joie de Vivre Tarot. It's just beautiful. The art is beautiful. That's what I love tarot so much. I collect these decks because it's like having an art collection in miniature at my fingertips all of the time. These common themes reflected in such different and unique ways. People are incredibly talented around the world. It blows my mind. What do they wish they could say? We have the beautiful sun coming out. The Page of Cups is coming with it. The Nine of Coins is also showing itself, but I think this person's getting a little over the top with the compliments here. So we'll keep that Nine of Pentacles in mind. What do they wish they could say? Four of Cups. Back of deck is the Queen of Cups. Oh my goodness. You know, they can't move on. That's what they really want to say to you, is they can't move on. They can't move forward because they feel like they've lost something so profound that the only thing that can make them happy, the only thing in the world that could turn things around for them is this connection, and they can't move on with that Six of Swords reversed. It's a stagnancy, it's the inability, and it's because they have decided that this is the connection that they want, that will lead them to the road of the most emotional abundance. And in the Four of Cups in the future, if they don't get what they want here, this Page of Cups, this new emotional start, they just feel like it's going to leave them wanting for the rest of their life. It's like the search for second best is what I'm hearing. Can we clarify that Six of Swords, please? What do they wish they could say right this moment? The Moon. I feel like they didn't clarify with you in the past. We also have the Page of Wands. They didn't express themselves in the past, perhaps, and it could have been because of fear or insecurity issues with that moon. I feel like the two of you could have been in a friendship situation, because I'm just really focused on those adorable birds that are all bunched up. It's like we're cut from the same cloth. We are two birds of a feather. It's like we were so close, and I didn't want to lose what we had then, but I couldn't express myself that I wanted more, that I had dreams for more, that you were like this ultimate dream. And they wish that they could wield that information now, because they feel more able to express themselves, or time or space between you has given them this encouragement to want to speak, because they've acknowledged that they feel like you are a dream come true with the Nine of Cups. And this Page of Wands is so much fire and intention, wanting to express. He's just blowing his horn. There's that bird with the letter in his mouth. I feel like this person might pop back into your life out of the blue, or they have a desire to. What do they wish that they could say? I feel also like they've written you many letters, or that they've never sent. Perhaps they have, or emails, but I feel like they've sat upon them. We have the Hanged Man, yeah. Because this, I'm just looking at this rabbit and all of these letters that are on their mind, like all of these plans of action, all these, it's like before you make a phone call and it's like you're really nervous, like you're asking someone on a date, and you plan the dialogue in your mind before you pursue the actual act. That's what I'm getting. It's like they've made all of these plans, they've made all of these fantastical ideas in their mind, and then they put them on a shelf. They've hung themselves up here with the Hanged Man. Even though they've claimed you, divine masculine energy on the back of the deck, They are a little bit worried about their heart being broken. What do they wish that they could say? Oh, they want you to know that they have grown, that they have evolved. They want you to know that they value you as this. They look at you like you are a productive, fiery. You could be a fire sign, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo perhaps specifically with the Sun card here. They don't put themselves in the same league as you. If they're a water sign, I feel like you'd be the fire sign and vice versa. Like I feel like together you would make steam, but this person is concerned about the future. And they wish that they could express that to you. Justice. Back of the deck is the Tower with the 6 of Coins. They are a little bit concerned about your opinion of them at this time. They're a little bit concerned about how you view them. And I think that they assume that you don't view them as kindly, at least not as kindly as they see you for sure. But they don't. For some of you, they don't feel like you view them very kindly at all. And I don't think that's the case. And as I said, like people's opinions of the situation can be very skewed, but they're worried about that. There is, though, this sense of like, if I don't pursue, if I don't get off this hanged man energy, I'm not going to get the justice that is owed to me, because justice is justice. And it's doled out according to our energy. And if we're in this state of the hanged man and the energy in the present, and we carry that forth to the future, that is justice. We don't feel like it is, and our perspective holds us back from actually being able to have clarity on that. But if we're focused on the sun and we put that into action, if we put our desires, we offer this love offer, then the justice, it swings in the opposite way. It swings in our favor. This Tower energy, and I do want to get a clarifying card for that Tower. Okay. Oh, Queen of Swords, yeah. It popped right out of the deck there. They're really worried that depending on how they wield their energy here, they're really worried that you will basically cut their head off, or that the truth will be a destructive one, that these dreams of theirs that they've been holding for so long will be dashed. We have the 6 of Coins, which is giving and receiving of information, and there's the Queen of Swords. Again, his or her communication coming in is being flanked by this Queen of Swords, which is very intimidating. We have the Death card back of deck. The Death card is often feared. It is not one to be feared, especially in a connection where we want to see movement, where we want to see change. It's Scorpio energy, and it's often feared. Change is feared in general, but it's the only thing that creates movement. It's the only thing that creates momentum and positive change. But they wish that they could tell you that they're scared about your reaction if they came forward, if they popped up out of the blue, which is why they've planned it multiple times, and each time they've found the plan wanting, because they're scared. And it's been carried, this is a common theme for them when it comes to the two of you. They've been carrying this fear of expressing themselves for a long time, which is only added to that choppy confusion that exists here in this connection. And as I said, they don't feel like they can move on until there's a shift, until they create this Tower moment and know for sure. But right now it's like they're frozen. They're frozen here with the Hanged Man, just kind of waiting, because it's like I want to say they're waiting. It's like they fear that they're waiting for the inevitable. Like if they fear that once they act, and they want to, and I feel like some of you will hear from this person in the future, but it's like they've already figured out the outcome, or they're anticipating the outcome, and they're anticipating it being not a positive one. That's their primary fear, is that it's not a positive one. They have hope waning that it could be a positive one, but that's the primary fear right now. And with that Queen, the Queen of Swords, but that's about, and they're worried about heartbreak. 3 of Swords. They wish that they could tell you how scared they are, but how much they want this. And there's the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands is what creates everything. Everything you see around you, somebody had to think up and put into action. You had to be thought of and put into action in some form, and it creates the death of one thing, but a new beginning in another realm. So it's about taking that inspired thought that this Page of Wands is wielding and then putting it into action despite our fears. But this person is stagnant. They really wish they could tell you how they're feeling. And they wish that they could express to you that's why it's been a length of time where you haven't heard from them as well. What did they wish they could say, please? Workaholic. They throw themselves into work, and they have been. You could also be the workaholic. We do see this beautiful card again. I feel like was a really strong friendship component here, because it feels like this person has lost. They want to tell you that they feel like they've lost a best friend, a really important friend. And sometimes that grief really envelops them. And when that grief really seeps in and envelops us that way, it makes us stagnant. It makes us fearful. It makes us unable to move forward. It makes it so we can't see that dove of hope that exists beyond the veil of illusion there, beyond the over emotional response. We miss out on the peace and the hope that still exists. And the only way we can circumvent that, advice from Spirit, is the abundance card on the back of the deck. It's about perspective. It's about recognizing a problem and then either making a choice, and Spirit will sit with us no matter what. You know, they'll sit with us if we're going to wallow in that obstacle, but they'll also be very encouraging and sit with us if we are making moves towards our goals and figuring out a solution. So this person's, needs a little bit of clarity to come in, and the only way that they can really save themselves from this is to act, truly. What do they wish that they could say? Keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. They don't expect you to see them in a romantic light. It's like they want you to keep an open mind. They wish that they could tell you that. They wish that they could, try to convince you to see them in that light. They may even be in your life right now. You may not be in separation at all. You may be like friends currently, and they just are really having a hard time expressing. There's deception. Someone is wearing a false mask in this relationship. We do have forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moment. A lot of time, all of these fears that moon represent that we saw earlier, right here, is fears and expectations and weight that we're carrying from past experiences that have nothing to do with this connection. But we carry it in, like whether it's a positive tool or a negative tool, we carry it in, and it shows itself in our world. So it's about letting go of that, forgiving those who hurt us, and understanding that forgiveness is for us so that we can start the healing process. What do they wish that they could say, please, Spirit? Go the distance. They wish that they could tell you that they want to go the distance with you and that it's like you could be very physically apart, but I feel like you've had a long history with this person. I feel like they've always perhaps been some sort of part of your life in some way. Even if it's just energetically, I feel like they've made a big impact on you. And the cheetah is always a reminder to us to be ready for change, to be ready for these moments that need to happen sometimes in order for a strong foundation to be built. We have flexible. There's lots of potential here for more. There's a need to be patient as well, because this always reminds me of the Knight of Pentacles with those plowed fields in the background and having to navigate around the potential here. There could be a very strong friendship situation here, because I feel like this person's been, I don't know, skirting around the potential for a while with you. We do have a leg up because they wish that you would come forward. They wish that you would give them a surefire answer energetically or physically that you feel the same way. Can we get some messages, please? What do they wish that they could say? I can't make the first move towards you. I'm too scared, perhaps. But again, they have more power than what they can possibly wield here. I want to see you again. I want a new beginning. I wish I had been more honest with you about how I felt in the past. Oops, two. I don't know how much longer I can do this, and I'm ready to act. And yet they say I can't make the first move towards you. So, but again, I feel like they've made plan after plan after plan, and then it's like it falls through, or it's never the right time, or they always come up with an excuse as to why they can't execute it. I'm a different person than you remember. I've grown up. I don't want you to see me in the same light. I want you to see me as somebody who could be a potential partner. The longing eats away at me. And I replay everything that happened in my mind from the past. And I don't think that's just in your connection. I feel like they are the type of person to rehash and to almost torture themselves with details from the past. What did they wish that they could say, please? From the Eternal Messages deck. I've been doing spell work on you. We also have this whole twin flame stuff sometimes scares me. They don't know what to make of it. They would not necessarily use that language to describe this connection. It feels like something missing without you around. I love you. So I act happy, but I'm not also flipped over. And we have some people don't want to see us together, but I don't care. Let's get some more messages here. What do they wish that they could say? If they could say anything to you right now, what do they wish? I have been deceitful. I've been holding things back in this connection. 11:11, the angels are singing. So they may see 11:11, or perhaps you do. Maybe you intrinsically think about this connection at that time. Somehow I'm going to make this happen. But I'm scared of your temper. There is this Queen of Wands, and she can be intimidating. She can be very intimidating. That Black Familiar is a reminder of that. She doesn't like to be kept waiting. Don't be surprised if I contact you soon, but I feel like this person is very flip-floppy. I feel like they make plans very easily, and then they might fall through. I'm looking for clarity. I just thought I have so much to tell you. I surrender to what will be. The clarity has been a blessing and a curse. I'm addicted to you and this connection. I'm trying to be strong as well. Back of deck. I know we are going to start over. A little bit of cockiness there at the end. For you, group threes. Let's get a message from your charm bowl. What do they wish that they could say to you in the charm bowl, please, with the teeny tiny tarot? Oh, we still have the fish bones from the last reading. The moon, the chariot. And we have 10 of Cups, a strong water energy in the bowl. My goodness. Could be a water sign, perhaps they are or you are. Cancer energy in the bowl, very strong as well. The emotional decision about where their happiness, where their abundance lies, it's been made. They already know how they feel. And I feel like it's been made a long time. Now it's just the courage that it's going to take. That's why the Chariot number 7 comes right before that 8 strength card in the major arcana, because it's about recognizing what we want, making that decision, that discernment, and then using the courage of the number 8 strength card to push through any insecurities. And there's the insecurities, this moon. The insecurities, the fear of rejection, exposing myself, exposing, what exists beneath the surface. But that's what has to happen if we want to experience this 10 of Cups, this emotional abundance. And that 10 of Cups represents everything. It represents marriage, children, everything that means happiness to you is the 10 of Cups. Let's get some charms for you. Whoa, we have a lot in the bowl. We have the word believe and run. I feel like this person does run potentially a lot. We have E and G and G and C and I and X and Z. So they could be dreaming about you. It could be an actual initial with that Z as well. We have the leaf of change, taking a bite out of it, being aggressive with change is the most important, or the easiest way to tackle it is to be aggressive towards change. We have brave, free, strong, happy, thankful, all the qualities that you possess that this person admires. We have this syringe with medicine, so there could be a medical reason that is in the bowl. It could be an addiction type of message as well. We have them like addicted to you or some sort of addiction in general. We have the moon here. It's cast in blue. And it's like my hope. And it's a tiny star there too. There's a teeny tiny star. It's like my hope is waning a little bit. They're getting a little bit. Their hope is waning a little bit. We also have Scorpio in the bowl. And we have the Bible. Or an open book. They want to be an open book. We also have the shovel. Somebody feel like they're shoveling or they're digging themselves a deeper hole with that shovel. All right, group number 3, that's what I have for you today. I hope that it resonated with your situation. And if it did, whoops. And if it did, I would love to hear about it in the comment section. I would love for you to subscribe to this channel and join our little family here. And if you do, be sure to leave me a comment and hit your notification bell, because that's my way to enter you in for a free reading giveaway. Congratulations to Mona, this month's winner. I'll be making that announcement in a couple of weeks. I really hope that you check out my links below as well for Etsy and for Instagram. But I also really hope that you come back here and visit me at the Tarot Cottage. And I hope that you have a great day. Take care.